Crude inventories rose to 10 million barrels. Analysts expected 1.3 to 2.8 million. That's the highest rise since 2001. Peter, crude's still up. It's had a pretty decent run year to date, and it's still green on the day. In fact, it ticked up a tiny bit after the print. What's going on there?
Well, it really doesn't seem to want to back off. But, I mean, when you look at the market technically before this move started, even without what's going on in the Ukraine, it still looked really strong and still looked like it was going to test up to these levels anyway. But the big feature we had here today is when we came in this morning, crude oil was up 86 cents, gasoline was down, and gasoline in comparison to crude was off close to 80 cents. After the stats came out, you had a big build in crude. It did come off, and what really happened because of the stats is gasoline came back, heating oil came back, and crude became a little stagnant, so the products got fairly strong again versus the crude after being weak this morning.
So fundamentally, there certainly is a bid in crude. You have the situation in Ukraine and Russia. There's some unrest in Nigeria as well that's been spoken about over the past couple days. But even if you take a look at the USO, the ETF for oil, that's trading well above its short, intermediate, and longer term levels. So I think technically there still could be some room. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, everything's hinging on today is if you look at a daily chart, the very top is today's highs, 104.99. So you look ahead to a weekly after that. So basically what I'm seeing here today, if you look at it from a technical perspective, which the market has been very technical on this whole move, that should we break 104.99 today and head to the upside, you will see 106 pretty quickly.
All right, excellent. Thanks, Peter. We appreciate the insight. For The Street in New York, I'm Jill Malandrino.